Hello guys, I am Alona Naquines from BSTAT 1-1. My topic is probability and the normal distribution. What is probability? Probability is simply how like something to happen. Event is a subset of the sample size. Simple event, an event with one outcome. Compound event, an event consists of two or more outcomes. Probability of a simple event. A simple event is an event with single outcome. Probability event equals the number of favorable outcome over the number of all possible outcomes. Example, the probability of rolling 3 on a die. So S 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Our probability is 3 and the number of our favorable outcome is 1 and our possible outcomes is 6. So that the probability of rolling a die P of 3 equals 1 over 6. Normal distribution. The graph of a normal distribution depends on two factors, the mean and the standard deviation. Mean, we called it mu, and the sigma is standard deviation. All the distribution looks like a symmetric bell-shaped curve. The violet ones is a smaller standard deviation and the larger standard deviation is a green one. Normal distribution properties. In a symmetrical, the normal distribution comes with a perfectly symmetrical shape. This means the distribution curve can be divided in the middle to produce two equal halves. The symmetric shape occurs when one half of the observation fall on each side of the curve. Number 2. The mean, median, mode are equal. The middle point with maximum frequency, which the means is that the possesses the most observation of the variables. The midpoint is also the point where these are measurable. The measures are usually equal and perfectly normal distribution. Number 3. Empirical rule. In normally distributed data, there is a constant proportion of distance lying under the curve between the mean and the specific number of standard deviation from the mean. Number 4. Skewness and kurtosis. Skewness and kurtosis are coefficients that measure how different a distribution is from a normal distribution. Skewness measure the symmetry of a normal distribution, while kurtosis measure the thickness of the tail ends relative to the tails of the normal distribution. Standard normal distribution. The standard normal distribution, also called the Z distribution, is a special normal distribution where the mean is 0 and the standard deviation is 1. Z-score is a mathematical table for the values of indicating the values of the cumulative distribution function of the normal distribution. Z-score, also known as standard score, indicates how many standard deviations an entry is from the mean. Example of normal distribution. The average test score in the certain statistic class was 74 with a standard deviation of 8. There are 2,000 students in the class. Use the empirical rule to answer the following question. A. What percentage of students scored less than 58? B. What is the probability that a student scored between 66 and 82 on the exam? C. How many students scored at most 90? So, ang atong mean sa 74, then ang atong standard deviation is 8. So, atong i-add ang 74 plus 82 to standard deviation is 90 and 3 standard deviation is 90. So, maura gyapon ang atong gamiton sa other sides. So, 74 minus 8, so 66, 58, then i-subtract by 8, 58 minus 8 is equal to 50. So, we know that dihas to nga is 34 and 13.5 next. So, next area is 2.35 and the last part is 0.15%. So now nakuha na nato, so maka-answer na ta sa question A. Probability of selecting students scored less than 58 is going to be the sum of 0.15% and 2.35%. So i-add na to ang 0.15% plus 2.35% equals 2.5%. So that all of the students scored less than 58. So sa area sa 50 and 58 is 0.25 as decimal. So sa B, probability of students scored between 66 and 82 is between 34% and 34%. So i-add na to 34 plus 34 equals 68. So 68%, so mauna ang answer sa atong part B. So sa part C, how many students scored at most 90? P.X less or equal to 90. So in this case, we need to add this region. 0.15 plus 2.35 plus 13.5 plus 34 plus 34 plus 13.5 equals 97.5%. So this means that 97.5% of students scored at most 90. So in the part C, discuss how scored of the most 90. So in this Part C, discuss how students scored at 90. So we have 2,000 students in the class. So we have to determine what is the 97.5% of 2,000. So 97.5 in decimal is 0.975. Para makuha na to or sa matake na to ang percentage, i-divide by 100. So 2,000 times 975 equals 1,950. So 1,950 scored at most 90 of the students.